What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of my player career mode. This is episode number 59, and we start today's episode off with a game in the Serie A here against Milan at the Juventus Stadium. And of course, in the last episode, you would have seen us fantastically qualify for the Champions League final. We're all very pleased about that, but we also had a massive defeat in the league away against Parma. So yeah, very disappointing defeat at one. And of course, as you'll be able to see by the league table as well in just a moment, Napoli's advantage is now increased to 2 points with just 3 games to go. So we've actually dropped down to second, although we do have a game in hand on Roma, but still we are 2 points behind Napoli and Roma. And yeah, it's looking even more unlikely as the games go by, but we are not giving up just yet. I mean, there is still a chance that Napoli could slip up a few times in those remaining 3 games, or well, not too many games to slip up in, but still there's still a chance Napoli could slip up, and there's still a chance we could go ahead and claim the title, albeit unlikely. You know, even Roma, you would say, are just as strong favourites as us to win the title. We are still going to keep on pressing, hopefully try and push Napoli off the perch, but still we take on Milan for the first game of today's episode. First chance fell there, it was a really good save with a goalkeeper from the corner. We play it short, however Chiellini gives it to me. I beat my man with the scoop turn, then a quick fake Rabona, and then put in a brilliant cross into the centre, and Bonucci heads it in to make it 1-0 as I celebrate on my own like an idiot by accident. Completely accidental celebration there. We make it Juventus 1, Milan 0. Bonucci is absolutely delighted. It's a rare goal for him, and the assist comes through me as well. And I have to say, I thought that was a lovely goal. I really did. A really quick scoop turn and a great fake Rabona to take out 2 defenders. And the cross, I mean, that is just an inch perfect cross, isn't it? I've said before, you know, this season I've actually got a few assists through crosses, and that's the pick of the bunch. That was brilliant. I sort of just poked the ball. The trajectory was perfect. It takes out 2 Milan defenders who can't quite jump high enough to head the ball away, and it picks out Bonucci, free header. It does take a slight deflection, but it was going in anyway, and it is Juventus 1, Milan 0. And I have to say, I genuinely think that's one of my best assists in this series. That was brilliant. I mean, you know, I've got a lot of assists in my career because I do play as a bit of a playmaker, even though I have myself set as a striker. I think that's probably one of my best, if not my best, assists. So Juventus 1, Milan 0, and Milan really didn't threaten too much. They did have a couple of chances in this game, but really most of the opportunities came through us, as you'd expect, seeing as we are the side who would be the favourites, and we're doing everything we can to try and get ourselves the 3 points and keep ourselves in the hunt for this title. And in the 75th minute, you see Pogba get on the ball for us here. He gives it inside towards Carlos Tevez, who collects the ball, turns his man, keeps on going. He's got a man out wide, but instead he tries to strike and find the bottom corner, and he does. A brilliant goal by Carlos Tevez. When he first took the shot, and I was thinking, why didn't he just spread the ball out wide to the overlapping run on the right? But instead, he shut me up, because that was an amazing finish right into the bottom corner, and it's Juventus 2, Milan 0. So I'm glad we've got ourselves a 2-goal cushion, and as things stand, we are surely going to collect a massive 3 points as we try and keep the pressure on Napoli. And in the 82nd minute, a good chance to make it 3-0. Wonderful piece of football. I give it to Tevez. I actually tried to play it through to Marchisio, but Tevez took the ball off the toes, but he struck it from range, and it goes just wide the post and out for a goal kick. But still 2-0. And in the 86th minute here, you see Chiellini get on the ball and eventually give it to our first goal scorer, Bonucci. Bonucci gives it to me. I play it out wide towards the run of Asamoah down his left hand side, takes on his man, beats him with a ball roll fake, gives it to me. I cross the ball in, and at the far post, it's Quagliarella who heads it in and makes it Juventus 3, AC Milan 0. So 2 assists for me in this game, 2 very good crosses as well, and we do keep the pressure on Napoli with a very good win. Of course, you know, Napoli are in the driving seat. You know, they know if they win all 3 of their remaining games, they'll win the title. So we all know that they're in the driving seat. But even so, I played really well in this game. I was very pleased. Despite not getting a goal, I got 2 assists and played very well indeed. However, as you see by my rating, I was really disappointed because I could only manage a 6.5, and I was sitting there thinking, yes, my passing accuracy was quite poor because I was playing a lot of killer balls trying to split the defence open, but still I got 2 assists. I played quite well, and then I get this, manager unimpressed with Doc's performances. Doc's status with the squad could be in some trouble as his production has dipped and reportedly has not been meeting his manager's expectations. This is an internal matter and will be treated as such. I have nothing to say on this matter regarding any player, stated the manager, and I was sitting there thinking, are you serious? You're unimpressed with my performances? I've been brilliant this season. And then we see that I got dropped for the penultimate game of the season against Pescara. And I was sitting there thinking, are you actually serious? I've played in every single game this year. You've dropped me for the penultimate game of the year. A massive game where we have to keep on winning. You dropped me against Pescara away from home. Yes, we should still get the win anyway as Hazard gives us the opening goal. But I was dropped in a penultimate game of the season. I thought I had a great game in that previous game. Apparently not. And even even though Hazard gave us the lead in this game against Pescara, I was still so annoyed that I would miss the first game of the season after getting dropped. Very, very frustrated about that. And Pescara actually equalised in the 69th minute, and they will go ahead and claim a point in this game. So we slipped up with a game to go, and as you can see on the final game of the season, we are in 3rd place. We could actually finish in 4th depending on what happens. We're in 3rd place behind Napoli and Roma by a point, and although we've got better goal difference, you know, we are the 3rd favourites to go ahead and win the league now, because we were dropped for the game against Pescara. Had I played in that game, and, you know, let's just say we would have got the win had I played, which, you know, presumably we probably would have, because I feel that I've been in good form, even though I haven't been scoring as many goals. You know, we would be top of the table coming into this game, and the manager dropped me, and through dropping me, the side couldn't get the job done without me, and that means that coming into this game, we need results to fail for Napoli and Roma, otherwise we will finish in 3rd place. And I'm just sitting there thinking, we have to win. Like a draw, you know, let's be honest, Napoli and Roma aren't going to lose both together on the final game of the season. You know, we have to win, basically, there's no doubt about it. And, you know, we also need both, not just one of, we need both Napoli and Roma to lose their final games of the season if we're to win the title. And I'm sitting there thinking, this is just ridiculous. Like, I'm blaming the manager. Like, if we don't go ahead and win this title, which we're now probably not going to do, I'm blaming the manager. So we came to this game, the first chance for in the 30th minute, I almost scored a fluke goal there as my cross almost caught the goalkeeper out, but it went out for a goal kick. And at half time, as you'll see here, as the players walked off the pitch, still at 0-0, nothing really happened in the first half, to be honest. At 0-0, you could see that Napoli were winning, Roma were losing, which was good, they were losing to Fiorentina, but Napoli were still beating Bologna. So as things stood, we were going to place in 2nd come the end of the season, come the end of the game. But with Napoli winning, you know, it meant if they just kept on winning, then they would win the title. There's nothing we can do about it. And in the 83rd minute, I went on a bit of a run here, went down the right hand side, lovely piece of skill, crossed the wall to the far post, and the header goes up in the air, the goalkeeper fumbles it, and we do score through that. So I wouldn't get an assist or a goal for that goal, it would just count as nothing through me, even though I did sort of influence the goal. And we would make it 1-0 with 7 minutes to go, but of course I wasn't really getting any goal updates, and with Napoli winning, I mean, I couldn't see Napoli slipping up, and we would still probably lose, but I was still, you know, we were still doing everything we could to try and get ourselves the win, at least to give us the chance of winning the title. However, in injury times, I'm chasing back, I'm out of stamina. Lazio would indeed go ahead and score the equalising goal in stoppage time, and I think that goal just epitomised how frustrated I was with these final few games, because I was pretty much one of the very few players that was actually running back, trying to help out in defence, as we tried to stop Lazio from scoring an equaliser, which they unfortunately did after this shot hit the post and the rebound was turned into the empty goal. But as you can see me there, I'm the furthest player back by the time the shot gets taken, or it might be Chiellini, but both of us were back there, and Chiellini's the centre-back, so he would be back there, but still, I was one of the furthest players back as the main striker, trying to stop Lazio from scoring. I was the one who cared so much about trying to keep our title chances alive. Barely any other Juventus players would, yet the Juventus manager dropped me. I wasn't playing in the penultimate game of the season. That cost us the title, and I'm absolutely livid about that, because as you'll see, you know, as we ended this game, of course we didn't win the trophy. As you'll see by the scores, Napoli did go ahead and beat Bologna away from home, which meant that this game, you know, we could have lost this game, we could have won this game 30-0, we still wouldn't have won the title. But even so, I was so frustrated, man. I really was, because of course that game, as you can see, Roma drew their game, and Napoli beat Bologna as well. You know, that game against Pescara, that was the one. Had I played in that game, you probably would have seen us get the win, to be honest. That's, you know, not me boasting, I just think I played quite well this season. We probably would have got the win. Instead I got dropped, and it's the manager's fault, man. Seriously, it is, because I should have played in that game. As you can see, we finished the season in 3rd place. Absolutely livid about that, I really am. 3 points off Napoli, and it's so frustrating, because Pescara finished bottom of the table, you know, and that was the penultimate game of the season. I'll stop going on about it now, but I guess it's just so annoying when you've had such a good season, when you feel as though you've played really well. You got into the team in a competition, I got the top scorer award, and although I don't think you see this, I did actually win player of the year as well in the Serie A. The fact the manager would drop me for the penultimate game of the season, and it would cost us the whole season, you just feel as though the whole work, the whole season was basically meaningless. It's so annoying, but unfortunately we had to settle for 3rd place, and we'll just have to hopefully get the job done in the Champions League final and the Coppa Nazionale final as well. But the good news is we will be playing in the Euros. Roy Hodgson has selected us for Euro 2016, and I guess that's a bit of good news to save what was a very frustrating episode. But as always, guys, a big thank you for watching the video. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed the episode, please leave a like, and I'll see you for the next episode of my player career mode very soon.